Intimidating in its grandiose serving size, the Meaning of Life features 5...
Oh, my friends, okay, I have to stop this video. What the hell is going on here, my friends? This is banger after banger. My friends, the amount of crazy desserts I saw here, I cannot even count them. Oh man, no one beats America when it comes to food. Leave a like if you agree, my friends. Oh, I cannot wait to visit the US.
layers of decadence, stacked with chocolate mousse, banana...
Oh man, today is a good day. My friends, the best dessert in America. Look, real talk right now. No one beats America when it comes to food. And I have a sweet tooth. This video sounds perfect to me. But before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. Is the best way to show support. Now, if you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Link for the original video in my description, and let's play it.
Have you ever heard of kouign-amann? If
No.
you love dessert, keep watching to learn about it, as well as all the other most delicious cookies,
Oh, man.
pies, and ice cream sundaes across the country.
Okay, my friends. Actually, sorry, I'm a bit excited. If your favorite dessert appears here, you have to leave me a comment and tell me why is that, because look, I know when it comes to meat, Americans do crazy stuff. Fried stuff, forget about it. But desserts, I don't know that, comparing with the other things, I don't know that much. So really excited for this one.
Biting into a cannoli is a transformational
What the hell is a cannoli?
experience. South Philadelphia's Termini Brothers Bakery nurtures a deep-rooted local Italian tradition with
Okay.
true cannoli perfection. Traditional
Italian?
Sicilian cannoli feature fresh sheep's milk ricotta and a delicate fried pipe-shaped shell that houses a creamy, rich, sweet cheese filling. A
What? This is a sweet taco.
multitude of textures
Kinda.
sets this dessert apart from any challengers. Termini Brothers captures the magic of the cannoli with a crisp and delicate shell, subtly sweet filling, and intentional timing. Every one
Yeah,
of
but-
their cannolis is filled on spot to prevent soggy shells and promote that quintessential crunch. If you're outside of Pennsylvania,
Okay, that looks so good.
you can still enjoy Termini Brothers by ordering online. A small
Sorry, my friends, but anyone ever had cannolis? They taste as good as they look.
package includes 6 cannoli shells and 2 pastry bags with cannoli filling.
And Howard, it looks like they got those cannolis down to a science.
Yes, it is. It's a well-oiled machine here.
Ice cream is one of America's most coveted comfort foods.
Let me say one thing, my friends. When it comes to desserts, I think it's difficult to beat ice cream. I really think it's difficult because you have so many options. This is the top 3 for me.
According to a 2015 study by Yahoo Food, 41% of Americans favor ice cream over all other desserts. Toscanini's,
crazy.
a 40-year-old Boston institution, plays right into that ice cream-loving narrative. Their flavors really push the ice cream limits, with the likes of Kulfi and Fluffernutter. This place even wears the New York Times Badge of Honor for the world's best ice cream with enthusiastic
Damn.
pride. Approaching
Okay, my friends, I run back. Don't worry. You know what's my favorite ice cream? You guys may laugh at me, but that's fine. But I really love the McDonald's McFlurry. Are you guys aware of this? It's a huge thing here in my country. Everyone knows that ice cream. But it's my favorite ice cream, and it's from McDonald's.
of honor for the world's best ice cream with enthusiastic pride. Approaching the shop is a thrill. A large and groovy font adorns large windows with views of bar-style seating and pastel cups on the other side of the glass.
Oh, so cool.
Enthusiastic staff members greet customers, and eager ice cream eaters set up shop with computers and earbuds for an afternoon of work, accompanied by the scent of sweet, cool cream. Toscanini's menu is extensive, but the salty caramel is absolutely the best of the bunch. A
Yeah.
silky smooth base, deeply caramelized sweetness and a salty kiss elevate this variety above all others.
Okay, my friends, here at my house, my wife loves caramel. She always speaks caramel. It's crazy. I'm a chocolate type of guy.
With a cheeky name and a well-stocked supply of Maine's official treat, Two Fat Cats is generating nationwide
Two fat cats?
buzz. Shelves squeezed tight with freshly baked pies and other confections have drawn both the Food Network and Cooking Channel to Portland for first-hand access to the whoopie pie baking process. Whether you frequent either the Portland or South Portland location, the classic whoopie pie is one of the best desserts in the country. For those
Yo, those are the best cookies I ever saw. I guess this is the pie, never mind. But they look like cookies. Damn.
unfamiliar, whoopie pies aren't exactly a pastry-based pie, but are instead more like a sandwich cookie and chocolate cake fusion.
See, a cookie?
The origin of the whoopie pie is debated between proud Maine and Pennsylvania residents, but both stories
Damn, that looks so damn good.
testify to the enthusiastic whoopee that ensues after biting into one of these sweet treats.
What is whoopie?
What is whoopie?
If you can't make it all the way to Maine, fear not, as these delightfully large and pillowy chocolate cake domes filled with a light and creamy marshmallow fluff buttercream are available on Gold Belly for nationwide shipping.
I'm gonna be honest, my friends. This video will be difficult to finish. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so hungry today. A lot of you guys know this, but I'm doing a treatment for my stomach. Now, this is a bit serious, and I cannot eat a lot. And I'm watching a video about the best desserts in America. Holy sweet potato.
Tucked between scenic Blue Ridge mountain peaks, Whole Donuts is Asheville, North Carolina's resident donut haven. This place plays its cards well, catering to America's well-founded fried dough appetite. We can credit Russian refugee Adolf Levitt for inventing.
Sorry for a moment. He said we can credit Adolf. I thought it went in other direction. Never mind. Adolf something, not the Adolf you. Okay, let's continue. And it's Russian. Never mind.
The automated donut machine in 1920 and lighting a flame to the donut craze we can all relish today.
So, my friends, if I said the ice cream is top 3, donuts are also top 3. There is one spot, missing, but I love donuts. This is,
Donuts sets forth
I don't have words, my friends.
on its dessert journey with a soft yeast dough. Inventive coatings transform the fried dough base with combinations like strawberry and black pepper that allow for plenty of creative decision-making. But it's the
Wait, what the hell are those donuts? That's not a perfect circle, my friends. I guess, those are maybe more typical. I only eat the processed ones. For me, they are always perfect, Oh, but this one, the vanilla glaze, is actually looking kind of delicious. No, okay, never mind what I said. My friends. I keep calling you guys my friends, but you guys truly are my friends. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave me a like, because I'm suffering here a bit. But as long as you guys are with me having fun, leaving a like is always the best way to tell me.
cinnamon and sugar variety that really captures the art of
The second thing, we go back a bit. Cinnamon, you guys did that all the time in America. That's a bit weird. I'm gonna be honest. André, do you like cinnamon? I love it, actually.
But it's the cinnamon and sugar variety that really captures the art of simplistic perfection. Every donut is fried to order, so the second you clutch a warm cinnamon sugar donut and bite into
I eat all 4.
the pillowy dough, it's impossible to overlook the dedication to detail. Golden brown and crisp on the outside, these treats aren't the least bit greasy. Hand-cut edges feature eccentric bubbles and nodules to trap beautifully balanced bits of cinnamon and sugar. These carefully thought-out details have Whole Donuts unsurprisingly boasting a full-on 5-star rating on Yelp. Bold statements are commonplace at Charleston, South Carolina's Peninsula Grill, which is
Coconut cake? What the hell is this, my friends?
Considered the crown jewel of the city's dining scene.
Show to
Indoor,
me.
outdoor flow,
No way this
towering
is good.
greenery, and glowing light accents set the stage for a coconut cake at the center of it all. Before dessert, you can feast on a Southern-inspired meal with freshly shucked oysters, seasonal mains, and epic steak cuts, either on the
We
outdoor
are back.
patio or the intimate dining room. The ultimate coconut cake is the grand finale
You know, I'm not sure about this cake. I need a better look.
that has satisfied diners across the country. The Charleston
Coconut
City
cake.
paper called it the best slice of heaven, while it's also garnered TV coverage on the Today
Oh, boy.
Show and Good Morning America.
Yo, my friends, we may be into something actually. Closer look again.
The cake itself is a 12-layer centerpiece with 6 layers each of coconut cake and cream cheese frosting. The toasted coconut-coated outer edge is a teasing
Yo, that looks
tip-off
good.
for what's to come on
Oh.
the inside. Weighing
Oh
in
my.
at an extraordinary 12 pounds, the ultimate coconut cake can also arrive right at your door, thanks to
Never mind, my friend, I'm so stupid. That is incredible.
nationwide shipping.
Wait, is this famous in America? You look at all the layers. Ooh, I bet you can feel the American power on this one.
A lot of customers will stop
you-
and
no.
just notice how majestic it is.
The Avalon International Breads operation
No, this one. See, we end up having a crazy run. Now things are going down. What the hell is
started
this?
small, but their commitment to quality organic
wait.
ingredients and passionate baking have grown it into a statewide venture throughout Michigan. The bakery began on the backs of friends and family who contributed bread dough dollars to make the place become a reality. 3
Wait, is this about bread?
Michigan locations supply local carb lovers with pastries, cookies, cakes, and crusty bread loaves for retail
Looks
and
good.
in-house cafe sandwiches. Among all their goodies, the sea salt chocolate chunk cookie reigns supreme, earning the title of Best Cookie in Michigan from
need a
Yelp
closer
in
look.
2017. A true celebration of
Yeah, looks good.
sweet and salty, each cookie is golden brown on the outside with bursting
man.
smooth chocolate chunks on the inside, and a perfect
So the name here, you guys may not be aware, and this is actually a fun fact. In Portugal, we call those American cookies.
salty bite at the end. The chocolate chunk cookie is so coveted that the generous Avalon Bakery staff share their best dessert offering with locals for special events. Michigan locals can also purchase this top-rated cookie in select Whole Foods market stores, in
Oh,
addition
man.
to the 3 bakery locations.
You know what? I have a lot of Michigan viewers. My friends, did you guys ever have one of those?
Biscuits and pie are an unlikely
Biscuits and pie? What the hell is this combination?
yet logical union. Luckily for Chicago locals and visiting tourists, Bang Bang Pie and Biscuits is executing on this extraordinary coalition, and a masterful take on key lime pie is at the epicenter of their pastry-forward menu. Satisfy your savory tooth with sausage biscuit or pot pie before diving headfirst into one of the country's best desserts. An unquestionable Florida staple, key limes are smaller and sweeter than their Persian lime counterparts. But Chicago is serving up one of the country's most poised key lime.
You know what, my friends? My kid, I love my son to death. Such a beautiful kid. But this piece of pie, maybe even more beautiful.
Pie slices with a lusciously smooth custard, studded with aromatic, freshly grated lime zest, and set in a homemade graham cracker crust. Going the extra mile is paying off. So much so that the key lime pie happens to be Bang Bang Pie and Biscuits' year-round bestseller. As customers interviewed by Insider declared, key lime's my favorite pie in general, and theirs is delicious. And
I believe
their
it.
key lime pie is the best key lime ever.
Bang, bang. Let's do this.
Dominique Ansell's visionary pastry prowess made
Okay, my friends, I think we have to talk a bit here. We are kinda off at the start of the video, And this is going crazy. My friends, am I going nuts here? So far, everything was kind of perfect. And people are going like, yeah, that's America, my friend. Look, okay, I believe I need a moment here, my friends. Okay, I don't think about moving to America because I love my country. I think Portugal is such a beautiful and amazing country. But if I ever had to actually make an argument to move to America, probably will be about food. You know, you guys really have things nice there.
Worldwide headlines when he invented and debuted the cronut. As a result,
Cronut is a croissant and a donut?
many bakeries
Wait, no. What type of technology are we working in America?
when he invented and debuted the cronut. As a result, many
cronut?
bakery goers initially overlooked the mighty kouign-amann at his New York bakery, a pastry hailing from the Brittany region of France. This masterpiece marries the flaky texture of a croissant and caramelized sweetness of a pommier cookie,
Oh, never mind. I thought it was a donut.
teetering between a breakfast pastry and buttery afternoon dessert.
It looks incredible still.
The pastry's addictive qualities left Ansel no other choice but to share his original recipe with the cooking channel, so we too can bake our way to flaky and caramelized sugar
Holy.
perfection. The baking process closely mirrors that of croissants, using folds to create layers of butter in between the yeasted dough. Before the final fold, the kouign-amann strays from its croissant cousin with an added dusting of granulated sugar. Dominique Ansel then carefully shapes the delicate pastries and bakes them in metal rings, with just enough dough overhang to create a caramelized muffin-like top. This
Perfect.
caramelized croissant is actually Dominique's #1 best-selling item. If you want one delivered to your front door, order a 4-piece box and taste this little piece of heaven in the comfort of your own home. Located in the city of Homestead, Nas Berry Farm is a verified food destination for Southern Floridians. Founded as a road stand in 1956, the Nas family started
No. Go back to the first video or photo. Go back, please.
selling their fresh strawberries to locals, eventually expanding their established reputation to include baked goods as well. For some Nas Berry Farm
Why are we seeing... my friends, now I'm gonna go back. Oh, man. See, my friends, this is the type of stuff that makes me believe in God. Look at those. No man can create those.
city of Homestead, Nas Berry Farm is a verified food destination for Southern Floridians. Founded as a road stand in 1956, the Nas family started selling their fresh strawberries to locals, eventually expanding their established reputation to include baked goods as well. For some Nas Berry Farm visitors, the pick-your-own strawberries play second fiddle to the beautifully sticky cinnamon rolls. The family operation treats the rolls with the same level of care as the strawberry fields.
By far, this video is going crazy. Look, I say this all the time. Americans are the best at 5 things. I've been increasing the number, by the way. I started with 3. Number 1, military power. Number 2, peanut butter. And those two, no debate here. Number 3, forgot the number 3. But one of the things is cinnamon desserts, my friends. You guys are really the best at this. So there is 2 left thing. Bacon, and fried chicken. Yeah, those are the things you guys are the best.
Strawberry season runs from November to April, which means that lines form quickly, though they thankfully move fast. Nas Berry Farm cinnamon roll is inherently comforting, with a light and fluffy dough and melt-in-your-mouth sticky exterior. They're hefty in size, featuring a hypnotic
I would pay so much money to eat that. Oh, how much? $20 probably. I'm not rich. But damn.
cinnamon sugar
So sorry, my friends. André, you are pausing 1 million times. I cannot watch this video with you. Sorry, my friend. I want to apologize for that. But did you saw the title? The best desserts in America. Of course, we are going crazy. I will not pause anymore. My friend, no matter what appears, unless it's crazy good, I will pause it. But from now on, no pause until the end.
Sticky exterior. They're hefty in size, featuring a hypnotic cinnamon sugar swirl and gooey glaze that caresses the soft dough's twists and turns. You can also order them on Gold Belly if you've got the cinnamon cravings at home.
Okay.
These ooey gooey, yummy cinnamon rolls here. People have been lining up since dark and early this morning.
The Commander's Palace is a New Orleans dining institution. A cheerful blue exterior greets eager diners, foreshadowing a meal full of genuine whimsy. The historic Garden District location opened way back in 1893, and it's since secured a verified culinary reputation with 7 James Beard Foundation awards. The menu takes on an identity near and dear to its surroundings. Head chef Meg Bickford uses local inspiration to transform local ingredients into a New Orleans-inspired oak Creole menu steeped in local history. Gulf shrimp, crawfish, and center-cut steaks take shape as jambalaya, gumbo, and a roasted beet jus bardelaise to accompany seared beef. But it's the reputation of the bread pudding soufflé that travels well beyond this soulful city's epicenter. The Commander's Palace 20-minute build-up and mountainous presentation is a one-of-a-kind big easy dining experience. A rich soufflé base of cream, eggs, and warm spices take an airy turn when whipped egg whites and fluffy French bread join the party. The iconic ceramic dish arrives at the table with impressive golden brown height and a personalized table-side
I lied, my friend. What the hell? Now he's putting things inside. Oh, this is looking delicious.
warm whiskey sauce pour. A milk and cookie dipping session is a childhood dream. The warm and crispy exterior, touched by a glass of cold milk, always leaves an addictive aftertaste. Atlanta's Joy Cafe is bringing those nostalgic memories
Sorry. I just want to make clear. Now, 100% I'm not pausing.
back by honing the art of comforting and creative Southern baking. The cookies and milk pie stays true to that narrative and honors the gratifying simplicity of dunking your dessert into a glass of dairy. Executive chef and co-owner Joy Babert took months to perfect the cookies and milk pie recipe, striving to accurately mimic the flavors of a milk-dunked, slightly soft chocolate chip cookie. Every component is made from scratch, starting with the chocolate chip cookies that are dunked in vanilla cream, before the two components merge on top of a graham cracker crust to form a delicious mound. For added curb appeal and texture, the creamy pie top embraces a sprinkling of chocolate chip cookie crumbles. A true labor of love, we can thank Chef Babert for her meticulous process and pie that absolutely holds up to the hype.
You know, Joy's food has no calories, right?
The Latin-inspired menu at Washington, D.C. 7 Reasons is a culinary feat led by Venezuelan native Enrique Lamardo. Architectural intrigue guides the entire 7 Reasons dining experience, starting with the restaurant's 3-story arboreal dining room. The plates are visually stunning, informed by Lamardo's industrial design studies and his childhood memories in the kitchen. His creative food style has earned high praise from DC food royalty, with the Washington Post designating 7 Reasons as the #1 restaurant in the city in 2019. The melting cloud dessert challenges the thrill of the entire meal that comes before it, holding true to Lamardo's deliciously creative theatrical tendencies. He masterfully recreates the flavors of a lemon coconut pie as he assembles together a lemon custard, almond crumble, limoncello marshmallow, butter cookie sorbet, coconut foam, and finally, a meltable cotton candy encasement that's torched right at the table. The cotton candy cloud collapses under the heat, leaving behind bright flavors and giant smiles. When Giovanni Bolla immigrated to America decades ago, his future tiramisu empire was an unforeseen venture. But when his daughter Isabella suggested that he start a tiramisu business, delivering scrumptious trays of this classic Italian dessert became his new mission. And thus, Giovanni's tiramisu was born. Cut much like...
Damn, I love Giovanni.
Like a slice of American sheet cake, tiramisu combines layers of espresso-dipped spongy ladyfinger cookies. A lightly
Okay, the thing about pausing, it is impossible to play this game with American food. My friends, from now on, I will pause everything. So we have tiramisu here, and it's pretty good. But that one that they showed looks much better than any tiramisu I ever had. That was looking God type of food.
sweetened mascarpone cheese cream, and alternating dustings of cocoa powder. The name itself refers to the instant pick-me-up as a result of a little sugar, a little coffee, and sometimes a little alcohol dousing. Simply put, tiramisu is a dessert that satisfies in so many ways. Giovanni's version highlights all of tiramisu's most amazing qualities. The recipe hails from his Piedmont upbringing with 100% Italian imported ingredients, resulting in a concoction that's perfectly caffeinated and not overly sweet. And now, Giovanni is considered the tiramisu delivery man of Los Angeles. The world has been captivated by his passion, as his irresistible tiramisu has earned him praise from the likes of CBS, the Los Angeles Times, and the Kelly Clarkson Show. Lucky Los Angeles and San Fernando
what a piece of art.
Valley residents can also
that should be in Paris in the Louvre or something, my friends. That's museum type of food.
order his tiramisu for doorstep delivery. The rest of us will have to make a trip to the West Coast to experience the magic.
Giovanni's story of love, family, and resilience is baked into his tiramisu.
A classic American steakhouse, Gibson's has been drawing crowds in Chicago since its door.
A steakhouse? And we are this is interesting. What is going on here?
Doors opened back in 1989. Loyal customers are, of course, fans of the corn-fed aged beef served in thick, juicy slabs. But the dessert has also raised more than a few eyebrows. Theatrically named The Meaning of Life, Gibson's towering behemoth of a cake weighs a whopping 6 pounds per slice. Intimidating in its grandiose serving size, The Meaning of Life features 5...
Oh, my friends, okay, I have to stop this video. What the hell is going on here, my friends? This is banger after banger. My friends, the amount of crazy desserts I saw here, I cannot even count them. Oh man, no one beats America when it comes to food. Leave a like if you agree, my friends. Oh, I cannot wait to visit the US.
Layers of decadence, stacked with chocolate mousse, banana, raspberry, and whipped cream, this enormous treat arrives at the table with a sturdy steak knife plunged in the top. Nobody leaves Gibson's Bar and Steakhouse hungry, and the restaurant certainly manages to do well for itself, as it topped the charts as one of the 50 highest-grossing restaurants in the country in 2018. With huge portions and even bigger flavor, customers come for a prime Angus beef dinner and then find themselves discovering the meaning of life at dessert. If you...
My friends, life does not get much better than this. Can you imagine? What do you want? An American steak. With what? Hash browns. Is that a weird combination? With smashed potatoes. Never mind. And more, bring me also a pot roast if possible. A pot, yeah, because can you get a pot roast here? Maybe not. Okay, let's go with the steak with some smashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes. Smash is the same thing. Let's all be honest. And that's it. No, now bring me the cake with some ice cream. My friends, this is, you pick in life. After this, nothing will impress you.
You follow the rocky road all the way to the source, you'll eventually arrive at Fenton's Creamery, where for the past 120-plus years, this little ice cream shop has been defining dessert across American history. There's something both wholesome and nostalgic about a retro soda shop serving up handcrafted ice creams, milkshakes, and towering sundae bowls.
Okay, to be fair, looks really good, but let's be honest, not as impressive as the last one.
Fenton's is known in particular for its black and tan sundae, which is filled with toasted almond ice cream and creamy Madagascar vanilla, layered in between caramel and chocolate fudge sauce. And it's all topped with toasted almonds, whipped cream, and of course, a cherry. Over their long and storied history of making ice cream in California, Fenton's has been featured on the Travel Channel, the History Channel, Food Network, Zagat, and USA Today. Even more impressive, it got the big screen treatment in the classic Pixar movie Up. So, if you're
Oh, I saw that movie, but of course I had no idea about this.
looking for a nostalgic scoop in the Bay Area, be sure to swing by Fenton's for a sundae that tastes like a piece of history.
By the way, my friends, I cried watching that movie. Yes, I cried watching that. I mean, sorry, it's crazy.
Les Madeleines is a cozy little neighborhood bakery in Salt Lake City that's been getting national attention for one of its remarkable pastries. Called the kouign-amann, it's a lesser-known treat in the United States, but that ought to change. The kouign-amann bread pudding is both flaky and crunchy. With a gooey, salted caramel glaze, this unassuming phyllo is gaining a cult following. This pastry features dough laminated in salted butter and rolled in sugar. Similar to a croissant, the kouign-amann has also been known in Europe as the fattiest pastry in the world. Featured
I never heard about that.
on the likes of Best Thing I Ever Ate, Food and Wine, and O Magazine, this little sweet bread is a rising star. As the first
Where can I find this in Europe? Someone tell me.
bakery west of the Mississippi to offer the French treat, Les Madeleines has been gaining notoriety far outside Utah. Clearly, this old-fashioned Parisian sweet
Utah.
treat has
Love
been
Utah.
having quite the moment on the other side of the Atlantic.
Really cool. Can I have some?
Yeah, can I have some?
Yeah, absolutely.
The fact that sticky buns require
Jesus, man. I feel like the video is getting crazier and crazier. What the hell is this, my friends? My friends. How people in America are not crazy fat with this type of food? Look at that. Oh, if you eat that, you get fat. So be it. I mean,
you to wash their hands immediately after eating them doesn't hamper their desirability. In fact, some messy desserts are enhanced thanks to their chaotic nature. At Boston's Flour Bakery and Cafe, the buns are extra sticky. So much so that they're actually called sticky buns and are beloved across the country. Sticky buns are brioche dough swirls sprinkled with cinnamon and sugar and topped with chopped pecans. The entire bun is backed in a thick liquid of water, honey, heavy cream, brown sugar, and butter until they become thick and gooey. The end result is one of the most delightfully messy morning treats you'll ever get your sticky hands on. For those who live outside of Boston and want to get gooey, Flour Bakery and Cafe sells both a frozen sticky bun and a kit for making even more of a mess on your own couch. This way, you
I'm moving to America. That's it. See you guys soon.
can eat them as sloppily as you'd like in the privacy of home. Sweet Lady Jane's triple berry cake is the go-to for special occasions.
See, with all the respect, this type of stuff, I bet it tastes amazing. That one, oh my, I don't know, that things on the top, that drives me nuts.
That require a decadent dessert in Los Angeles.
It looks amazing.
With 3 layers of sweet cake covered in whipped cream and decorated in buttercream vines and berries, it looks just as beautiful as it tastes. Many celebrities have celebrated with a Sweet Lady Jane cake, including Oprah Winfrey, who has listed it as one of her favorite things. Additionally, the cake has been covered by the likes of Newsweek, In Style, Country Home, Entertainment Weekly, Access Hollywood, Extra, Los Angeles Magazine, Bon Appetit, the Los Angeles Times, the New York Times, and People Magazine, among others. The operation
You know what, my friends? I think doing the sweet stuff like this, cakes, desserts overall, and I really mean this, I think it's quite more... people, at least I'm talking for myself, of course, but I know people that know how to cook very well, but they struggle when it comes to desserts. I guess I'm kind of one of those. Not that I cook very well, of course, but I know how to cook decent. But when it comes to desserts is where I struggle a bit. But it's very rare that you find someone that is really good at doing, for example, that cake and does not know how to cook. You know what I mean? For me, doing desserts is where if you are good in the kitchen, you shine here, you know?
Creation was started by Jane Lockhart as a small
Am I crazy to say this? I really believe this.
cake business from her home, as she sold her desserts to local restaurants before opening her first bakery in West Hollywood. Customers love Sweet Lady Jane's simple flavor palette and fresh ingredients, all of which are made in-house. If you're looking for a slice that embodies Hollywood glamour and elegance, a triple berry cake at Sweet
Looks
Lady
amazing.
Jane's is exactly what you need. Inspired by the boxed funfetti birthday cake of our childhoods,
What the hell?
Momofuku Milk Bar upgrades the box for a sublime rendition of a time-honored classic. It's a birthday cake that's made some pretty big strides since grade school.
Oh,
No
this
longer
one is
baked on a
cool.
sheet pan and smeared with too sweet canned icing, these Momofuku cakes have serious clout. 3 gourmet tiers are layered with
Wow.
creamy frosting and crunchy crumbs before getting doused in multicolored sprinkles. Known for turning familiar favorites into modern, delectable treats, the Milk Bar has been called one of the most exciting bakeries in the country by Bon
Really?
Appetit and has been profiled on the Netflix docuseries Chef's Table. The bakery was founded by James Beard Award-winning pastry chef Christina Tosi, whose flagship location in New York has since grown into multiple locations and pop-ups around the country. Currently, even those outside of Milk Bar's major metropolitan locations can enjoy a celebratory cake, as they are currently available by mail delivery. With
What? Are they shipping to Portugal?
Momofuku's reach growing and its popularity rising, these confetti box cakes may just become the new regular face of birthday celebrations.
I shall have a birthday cake.
A food combination made in heaven, peanut butter.
PB&J appears. My friends, of course the PB&J appears. This one I had it. I had it multiple times actually. I'm kind of addicted. I cannot wait to eat those again because I'm doing a treatment. You know.
Butter and jelly has recently been taken to new heights never thought possible.
What?
At Tartine Manufactories Cookies and Cream in San Francisco.
Wait, is this a variation? No. You never mess with that sandwich. Leave it the way it is. It's perfect.
This nostalgic flavor duo has been transformed into an ice cream pie. The result is a holy marriage of euphoric flavor. Tartine swirls soft serve vanilla ice cream and blueberry sorbet together in a peanut butter cookie crumb crust, topped with homemade jam, and then they garnish the
No. Oh, okay. Now I'm not gonna pause anymore. What the? I would love to eat that.
top with candied roasted peanuts. The combination is so extraordinary that the pie has been featured in numerous publications, and it
Of
was
course.
even named Bon Appetit's Best Dessert of 2017. You can find this divine creation at
See, he's winning awards in France. Bon Appetit magazine.
Cookies and Cream, the ice cream shop located inside Tartine Manufactory. This restaurant/bakery has also racked up its fair share of accolades outside of the ice cream business. Their breads and pastries have all received rave reviews and are all carefully crafted in small batches daily. While San Francisco has its fair share of decadent ice cream parlors, you'd be hard-pressed to find anything quite like Tartine's PB&J ice cream pie anywhere. It's like a childhood dream come true. When it's
It's
hot
an
and
adult
humid
dream.
outside, there's one pie that can always
Wait, again? Key lime pie?
beat the heat. Both tart and sweet, a key lime combines the creamy texture of condensed milk and the refreshing citrus of its signature fruit.
Different
Served on a
variation.
graham cracker crust, there's no better way to experience the tropics of Florida. At Kermit's Key Lime Shop, patrons can get a slice of a perfected pie, topped with homemade whipped cream. Named as one of the 13 best places for key lime pie in Florida by Trips Discover, and one of the 20 best things to do in Key West by Southern Living, Kermit's specializes in everything sweet and key lime. With
You know what I'm realizing? We are almost 40 minutes into the video, my friend. No, not into this video, into the recording. I cannot record more stuff like this because I pause too much. It takes too long. Look, at least leave a like if you had fun, my friends, because this took me almost an hour or so.
2 locations in Key West and 1 in DeLand, Kermit's has expanded their business from a small smoothie stand to shipping pies, juice, sauces, jams, jellies, nuts, and dry mixes nationwide. If you happen to find yourself on the hot streets of Key West looking for a small pie fix, this shop offers its key lime pies by the bar as well. Served as slices on a stick and dipped deep in milk, dark or white chocolate, these delectable treats are perfect for snacking on the go.
No matter the recipe, one bite of this refreshing citrus dessert will put you in the mindset of paradise.
Since it was first introduced, cheesecake has made some great strides in flavor. And one of the best examples of that is Eileen's Special Cheesecake Shop in New York City. If you eat here, you may very well come to believe that the cheesecake has finally achieved its final form of pure deliciousness. Eileen Avezzano has grown her business from a small project out of her apartment to a successful bakery in downtown Manhattan to one of the great destinations in New York for locals and tourists alike. Using her traditional family recipe, her cheesecakes are the perfect combination of light, creamy, sweet, and tangy. Eileen's has been hailed as one of the best cheesecakes in America by Food & Wine and as the best cheesecake in New York by Gotham Magazine. Eileen's cheesecakes come in a variety of flavors and toppings. Served with a fruity compote or cookie crusts, these dessert delights come as a single-order mini cheesecake, 6-inch pie, or 10-inch pie. There are seasonal flavors as well, no matter the season, so you know there's always something special going on at Eileen's. Each cake has hand-pressed crusts, and they're all made in.
All of them look amazing. Look, real talk, I think the only country that may compete with America when it comes to desserts, France, because French people are really good at this also. I guess a lot of you guys know that, right? But America, I mean, is competition for sure.
In store, which the bakery takes pride in, advertising that there's nothing factory about our cheesecakes. For those outside the city craving a bite, Eileen's also delivers nationally via their website. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more mashed videos about...
Okay, relax, my friends. Okay. I feel like I have to apologize on this one because I end up pausing a lot, my friends. Sorry. I started the video thinking, okay, quick video about the best desserts in America. But come on, am I crazy? This was a fantastic video. I mean, yeah. Leave a like if you have fun and, my friends, enjoy America because I would love to eat some of those. See you guys in the next one. Bye, my friends.